Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Hello, hello, hello. I have a question for you. Have you ever felt completely lost? You know, seeking purposeful direction that could and should propel your mission within your divine journey to that next level, but still it hasn't happened. Well, my name is Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the founder of P3, the Journey Series. People come to me because they're wounded, many are scared, and even there are those who are bruised simply because they feel that they are increasingly, for whatever reason, losing their ability to dream. Now, this P3 program is not for a person who's just looking to start a business, no, but rather for those of you out there who have been on your journey and you've been navigating within your divine purpose, but you still desire to elevate to that level that you have not reached yet. If this is appealing, if this describes you, then I want to have a chat with you. I want to hear your story. So use the link below to get registered for your free seat at P3, the Journey Series. And let's get started, one story at a time. I'll see you inside. Click the link.
Hold on, y'all. Hear my jam playing. Y'all know why I'm doing it. You saw the advertising. That's in the house. This is what I put on when I'm getting ready to go out, which is around 7 p.m. because I'm in bed by 8.
I know you never had it quite like this.
It still works.
You carry so much
because I don't go out at 10 at night.
It's time to show you what a real love is. Forget the past, baby, let's move forward. I can give you what you're missing. Push you toward your vision. I just wanna be a team. That's just who I am.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna still let it play. I can't turn it off. Okay. Good morning. Got to get those in. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. Look, she done had me. I'm so into Beth. I done said my own show name wrong. Bathrobe Moment. This is. I'm stopped, Beth. I gotta stop you, girl, because my ADHD and you singing is a bit too much. Y'all, I'm so excited. I've had artists on this show over the years from all over, but I ain't had one from my home state, Michigan. Yay! Beth is in the house, y'all. She's from Detroit. She's a native. This morning I was up early, excited. You know, I get excited when we have celebrities on the show, right? So, but I wasted so much time. The team was going, we're still sitting here waiting for this, waiting for that. I'm over here. She got my move, and we're gonna talk about that because she lucky. Once I found Jesus, I quit suing folks. Because I used to sue folks all the time, and she got my dance move. Yeah, she did. She opens her video. I'm gonna show you. Y'all know there's not a lot of dance moves I can pull off, but the one I can, guess who's using it? Beth. I don't know where she found me doing it. You'll see. I'm so excited. This girl, man, she's been, you know, we've had Pia Renee, we had Teresa Griffin, all have been on The Voice, and now we have a third, Beth, and I've got a clip too. I got videos, I got music, phone a friend. You guys, good morning today. I'm so excited. It's Friday. You know, we show out on Fridays. And hold on, let me just put this up here. I want to say, can I get a amen up in here? Y'all, we are alive. We are in love with life. And we are here together. 2 or more. You know what that is. That's the promise where spiritual magic takes over. And today is no exception. So who do we have in the house today? I don't know what to show. I'm going to get her in here because I want to get the conversation started. But let me just show you. Oh, before Beth comes in, we have another star I want to speak to. And here she is. Little baby Sade. Hi, that little baby a day old. Hey, look at it. Look at little Grant now. I'm so happy. She's finally here. It's been a rough week, y'all. Up half the night and all that. But the baby is here. And anyway, back to my guest today. Let me pull up all this stuff I have. Whew, I'm excited. First of all, she is a 4-time R&B Grammy-considered indie artist and record label owner. See what Prince started, y'all? Beth. She's also known as Beth Griffith Manley. Like I said, she is a native of the Detroit area, and I'm from Benton Harbor, Michigan. My friend Talisha Berry's from Flint, so we right there along that I-94 road between Chicago. And I say Chicago because I'm in Chicago, in Michigan. Since the release of Beth's 2 albums, and she also has 8 additional singles, she's been featured in Billboard, Soul Tracks, This Is R&B, and numerous other online publications. Now, she's toured nationally and internationally, are you ready? With people like Anita Baker, the OJs, Kim, and for those of you out there who don't know, K-E-M, Kim, and Najee. Beth also was the body double. What? I was up for that. I'm kidding. For the body double for the R&B legend Whitney Houston in the film Sparkle. Remember that? And then again, she was also on The Voice, like I mentioned a minute ago. She was a finalist during season 16. And Kelly Clarkson and John Legend as her coaches. Oh, they must have stole her. Somebody stole her. That's how that happened. I watched The Voice. I know how it worked. And you know, okay, come on in. Y'all better quit playing with me. 95, phone a friend. We hit over 1,000 in here on Friday. Y'all better get on up. welcome to the show. My sidekick, Miss Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. She's here. Has been for all 9 years. And there's the bell of purpose. I'm going to ring it throughout the broadcast when some truth is on the table, because the truth has a ring to it, y'all. Tune everything in you to a cellular level, to the frequency headed due north, okay? Let me get one more amen in. One more. Let's get it in. And then I want to say this to you. What is kind of bittersweet today. Today is our last day on StreamYard, y'all. Beth, you were the last guest to come in here on StreamYard. We are on our way over Monday to EV Mux, where officially, starting Monday morning, syndication to be in Pluto. See, y'all laughed when I started in the driveway 10 years ago. Pull the phone back. We looking up your nostrils. Boy, if you don't sit down, I need some Dramamine. I'm getting seasick. Thank you for helping me find my higher self. And look what happened. Somebody saw us and said, take him to the next level. So starting Monday, we will be over on Pluto and tubing. 197 additional million homes. Thank you. God is good. Say it. And all the time. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Time to go. Come on up in here. She has not been here before, so you know what we do. Pull out all the stops. Let's bring in our best manners. Put your hearts on the screen. It's our way. It's our way of saying welcome as we bring to the stage our girl from Detroit, Motor City. Miss Beth is coming down the hallway, and she might have an entourage, y'all. I'm manifesting 1,000 or more people gonna watch today. Come on, y'all. 471. Pump it up. Miss Beth, how are you?
I am wonderful. Good morning.
Good morning. I feel like I've been with you half the morning already. Wait a minute. Okay. So, you know I eat on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was
okay.
Really,
I like that.
Well, what better job when you wake up? You ain't even got to put on no clothes or nothing. You can lounge around all day and people think you're still working. You can eat your breakfast on. It's just perfect for a lazy man like me. So, anyway,
that is hilarious.
Yeah,
well, I
have my
tea. I have some tea if that's okay.
You have some tea? What kind of tea?
It's peach tea.
Peach tea.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say something nasty like green tea. I mean,
green tea. No. This is peach by Bigelow. I love it. It's
so
nice and soothing. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably know about teas because singers, they have to all kind of, I used to sing a little bit, right?
Yes.
Yes, I did back in the day. And actually did some stuff with your girl, Anita, back in the day.
Yeah.
During the Rapture. You was just a little bitty something back then.
I'll take it.
Yes. So I want to know, I usually let the guests just go and start, but we have so much to share. That was you playing in the background. That one is one of my favorites, but
now I can't hear it on my end, so I don't know what you're playing.
Oh, you didn't get to hear it? Oh, I play Let Me.
Oh yes, Let Me.
I'm gonna play some more of it. I'm gonna play some more because I want to show them the video, but I had it in the background. Free.
Yes.
I'm loving me some Free. We're gonna send you guys over so you can get your eyes and your own version. Get your eyes on it and then get your own version of it. Did you guys start? Did everything get started? Okay. Wait a minute. The people on Instagram are like, you didn't get us. Okay. Instagram wanted you. Now they have you. You must have a lot of followers on Instagram. They were getting yeah, you're live over there now.
I have a few. Thank you. Hey, everybody.
Beth, I'm going to let you say hello to the people alone. I'm going to dip out and I want you to just pour into them and, say good morning, speak what's on your heart, and then we're going to get started down the road of how you got from there to here.
Okay. Well, good morning, everybody that is watching on Facebook and Instagram and all of the other platforms. Good morning. My name is Beth, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I love people and I love to sing to people. And one of my favorite things is seeing people smile when I'm singing to them. So I hope you guys enjoy the interview. If this is your first time seeing me, nice to meet you. And I'm glad that you see me for the first time. Those of you that know me, thank you for tuning in to support. And I can't wait to continue with the interview so you guys can get to know more about me.
Okay. There you go. I like your approach. Not get in, get out. So well, there have been those ones where you like, But anyway, Beth, I want to know, where was the first time you sang in front of an audience? Ebenezer Baptist Church. That was just a wild guess.
No, the first time I sang, you know what? I didn't start singing in church. I started actually singing in school. And I had a teacher who told me that I had a good voice and suggested that I continue singing. So, the ironic thing about that is as a kid, I had terrible stage fright. So I couldn't even get up in front of church and do my little Easter verses or nothing like that.
Oh, no.
I remember I got a whooping because I had practiced my Easter verse at home. And then I got in front of church and I was like, I ain't doing that. So I was terrified of performing or doing anything in front of a crowd. And as I got into high school and this teacher heard my voice and said, you need to really, you have something. I got to I was in high school, and almost passed out trying to perform at a talent show. Like my stage fright was horrible. It didn't really go away until I actually started getting on bigger stages and having other people up there with me to feel the support. So, my first time singing, it wasn't good. I was about to pass out, and it was the high school talent show that I was going to sing. Yeah.
Do you know what's interesting?
What?
That's how I started.
Oh, wow.
But it was fourth grade, Mrs. Devon Johnson, the first Black woman teacher I had, and she replaced my mother as the woman I wanted to marry. With Miss Johnson, for real. And we had a little talent show in our room, and I won singing Michael Jackson's "I'll Be There." Got cast in the High School Musical, South Pacific. They were looking for a little boy, and that was it. I was bitten. You didn't have to beg me. I dress up. We had dinner. I had a floor show. Everybody had to sit there. I passed the hat. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So nice that we have teachers and people who, that's got to change. I bet they don't even have music programs in most schools anymore.
I feel so sorry for the kids and what they're missing out on, because music was a highlight of our day growing up, and it was so very therapeutic for us. Yes.
Okay, here's the next question. Okay. What age were you when you wrote your first song? And I know it was a love song, and it was right after you broke up, or he broke up with you. What was his name?
So I started out writing poetry and not songs. And the poetry started out before I even identified that I really was going to sing. So writing probably my first song, I was on my first album. Yeah. Wow.
Well, that's quite
I'm a late bloomer. I'm such a late bloomer in a lot of things in my life. And people are like, oh, I've been, traveling. I've been on the road. I went out on the road when I was 16. I'm like, no, I was grown when I went out on the road. And, you asked me about my first song. I was on to my first project. When did I sing on the stage for the first time? I was probably 16 or 17 years old. So, things were late for me. Whereas most people was like, oh, I was 2 years old and handed me a microphone.
Yeah.
That wasn't my story. And then even though, like I was saying, ironically enough, my father was a musician. He was one of the Funk Brothers in Motown. So I had all this music in my house, but it still did not allow me to get over my stage fright to go up front and perform. I just had a love for music, and I knew I wanted to do it, but I didn't know how, because I hadn't identified and began to deal with the insecurity and the stage fright that I had.
That's what I wanted to touch on. I find it so interesting, because stage fright never leaves. I mean, still, I speak on stages. I don't sing really. Well, I do a little bit, like at my own events and stuff. I'll do something, but nothing like back in the day. But a certain amount of your nerves of it you need. I remember Gladys Knight said, she was little Gladys Knight, 6, I think. And she said the day that she stops having a little stage fright will be the day she won't go out on stage, because that means something ain't right. So how do you channel it? Because you still get a little bit of it today?
Oh, I get a lot of it today still. But what I have done, I think, in just living is identifying what really makes me happy and me getting past the little nervousness to reach that point of pure joy that I have when I'm singing and performing. It's worth going through being a little nervous, I
Yeah.
just thug it out.
Thug it out. I like that. I like that. Now, this next question is because I love questions that make people go, what? I would have never thought that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this if we could. What is the one thing that that people, it's like an urban myth or something. They get it wrong. They just automatically assume you love it. What is the one thing about this career that people would think, man, I wish that was me. She's so lucky. Like, for instance, some people don't like being recognized, sightings. Hey, ain't you so-and-so? Can I get a picture? And then, you know what I mean? What is the one thing that people would think is you just eating it up? And really, if you were like, if I didn't have to deal with that part, I could be perfectly happy without that being a part of it. So what would that be?
That's a good question. There's a list of things.
I know. That's how I get to eat. If I put 20 questions in one package, I get to eat. Thanks for reminding me. Yogurt and blueberries.
Okay. I think one thing that I wish I did not have to do is fight for being paid what I deserve to be paid.
Okay. Point of clarification. Do you say that as a Black woman, a woman, an artist? Because all three of those categories get sub pay individually, and you have all three. So what do you point to when you say?
I don't. I just come and try to work from the angle that I'm coming in, whether it would be for a background position that I would be working towards getting, or whether it's me performing as a solo artist, because I do both and I do them all the time. So, you have the position of coming in as a new artist and you're opening for a big artist, and they don't want to pay you what they should pay you as an opener that is bringing the type of show that I'm bringing. It's more of less of, well, are you on the radio? And it's not judge me for the talent and the show, not, those.
You don't have to be on the radio anymore with streaming.
Well, that is still something that comes up. Well, are they playing you on any stations? And, because a lot of times they can't count the streams, nor can they count your follower content, because some of those are bots. So they can't guarantee that it's, authentic. So, you have those type of situations. So that's one of getting the pay that you're supposed to get. It doesn't happen. That's not a fight that I have to have all the time. So let me say that. But on occasion that happens. I think the travel, sometimes I don't feel like traveling. I wish I had a time machine and I could just snap my fingers and appear in the city that I am. Although I can't wait to get there and get on that stage. I just don't want to go through the travel issue, right?
And the hotels. Beth, do you remember? See, that's one of those things. A lot of people approach me because I average about, 4 months out of the year I'm on the road, if you add it all up. And I remember when it first started, I was like, whoa! Look, I was putting that on. So look at my luggage. Guess where I'm going? Look at my passport. And now it's like, oh my, if I could go through the rest of my life without being in an Uber, without checking in at a hotel, without, oh my Lord. Remember how fun it was at first?
It used to be fun. And don't get me wrong, because I don't want to make a list to seem like, again, I'm ungrateful for the opportunities that I have. But when it's your job, what about when you check into the hotel and then 2 weeks later, you look at your bill and then they tacked parking on and they tacked stuff on, and you're like, I didn't park. I came in with the group. So you have those things that you have to go back and fix, or, so that, that would be one. You don't want to travel all the time. So money, travel all the time. And I think the early morning lobby calls, I'll keep it with those three.
Oh my goodness.
Because my lobby calls are easy, 3 and 4 a.m. And I got to the hotel at midnight. So you don't have enough time, but just to, get yourself together and not oversleep.
Those are those mornings, Beth, where your eyes be so dry because you ain't slept. You got to splash water on them just so you can blink. Because then stuff, new jokes will be stuck open. It's a real thing.
Yes. And so if I had to pick, three things, it would be those. And everything else I think is just, even those things, they are a part of what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being on the road, it takes many people and many parts for it to flow. But those are some things, if I had to just nitpick, those would be three.
Yeah, right. And I love bringing that out because, sometimes here's what I get. Here's what I get with the celebrities that are friends of mine is that when you get them like this, where we're just kicking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get to understand the sacrifice of what they go through, and the things that they miss. It's almost like being deployed in the military. They miss babies, first steps, first words,
Yes.
all kind of stuff. They have to go out and perform. I remember Pia Renee, we were texting when she was on The Voice. Her mom passed, and she got the news right before they called her to go out on stage.
Wow.
And it was in the battle part or whatever, you know what I mean? And we've talked about that, how you have to put your own stuff on hold, no matter what. When they say the show must go on, y'all, they mean that stuff.
It must, and no one cares about your personal issues. They will give you well wishes and wish you the best. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're there to do a job, and you have to do the job.
Right. Oh, does it look a little like this? Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Now get your ass out on stage.
Right.
Right. Bye. Right. So we'll talk about it later. Go. So,
right.
Okay, let's flip the coin. Now, I love asking Black women this question. Talk about what it feels like when you see young Black girls, those little ones, those babies that are looking up at you, when they got all the little click-clack barrettes and stuff in their hair, 1,000 of them, and they're looking at you and they say, I want to be a star. I want to be a singer. I want to be ... And they're looking up at you. Talk about the responsibility, or I believe there's time travel happening because you see yourself. You remember when that was you. What a feeling. What a feeling. Talk about that if you could. I love this part.
I like to tell little girls and little boys, you can be whatever you want to be.
Yes.
It takes a lot of hard work, but make sure that you try to get as much education as you can and learn your books and learn your talent and your gifts, because you have to learn the gift that you have and learn how to work it and to maneuver it. So you got a right hand and you have a left hand. You got your books in one, you got your talent and gifts in the other, and you put them together, you work them all together so you can be great.
So speaking of great, talk about this part. What do you feel, Beth? What do you feel is, I'm thinking because I'm listening to at the same time.
That's okay, yeah.
What do you feel is your responsibility to this gift? Because the gift has responsibilities, but then we have a responsibility to our gifts. Some people abuse their gifts, hence the term sell their soul, or they'll do anything for money, or this and the other. And I know too, even in the speaking industry, if they try to put a gag order on my origin story, well, we love you. This really happened. Y'all remember, state of Ohio. We want you, and but don't say nothing tomorrow about the trash bags that are still in the foster system. And when somebody tries to take my mouth shut with the truth, you got the wrong one. I ain't doing it. So talk about that. How do you pivot, Beth, when something is not in alignment with what you feel are your principles? And I'm sure you crossed that path many times. Parties and things like that, or you're somewhere where something is happening that is not in line. You just don't turn. A lot of people paying the price. Think about them parties, P. Diddy and them. They coming up. You were on. I saw you you were there. Look at you, right over in the corner. And sometimes we have to make decisions that go outside of why we are there, or what our career has to do with why we are there, because of principles. Talk about that. How do you keep your principles, your morals, and your standards right where you laid them?
You have to learn the power of saying no. You have to be able to say no. It's not you, but notice I said you have to learn. You got to learn how to say no.
How you do
and
that?
You have to, well, I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? It's a never ending process because you're going to always be challenged. You're always going to be propositioned. And there's always going to be something or somebody that's going to try to compromise your integrity, right? So you have to learn the power of saying no. You have to learn how to say no. You got to learn what to say no to, what doesn't work for you. So it's a never ending process for me, because there may be some situations also that you say, oh, I ain't gonna never do this. But then when you get there, it's not even what you thought or what you assumed. So it, you have to take everything, I think, case by case, and learn how to, when you're faced with a situation, to think about yourself and think about your future and think about if this is going to be something helpful or hindering to you. So, yeah.
Great answer. Great answer. When when I say, oh, she's coming down the hall, y'all, she might have an entourage. I did that on purpose. Can you explain to the audience what the difference between your team and an entourage? Because some people, that's one of those things that people stargaze at. They see the people walking beside them with the dark lamp.
Oh, yes.
And they, oh, they done made it. And you know what I mean? What's the difference? Because you have a team. I'm serious, because I had to interact with your team in order to pull this day off. And then some people, so what's up with that? Is that real? All them people walking behind them and stuff, do they really need all that? What do you have? Do you have an entourage, a team, or a team-arage? I made that up.
A team-arage.
I made that up.
So I'm actually laughing because there was two things. I just was at a show and there were some huge artists that were there, and you could tell who was the team and you could tell who was the entourage with them. And it was really weird for me because I was looking at these people walk past, and then I looked at the entourage that looked like zombies that were just following behind the person, that they were just happy to be there and to be associated with that person, right? Just to do anything, right? It just had that look, that glossed over look to me. I'm also giggling because it has been said that I come in with an entourage, but everybody who is there serves a purpose and they're working, right? So, and what I tend to do is there's a core group of my team, entourage, whatever you want to call it, because I don't have an entourage. Entourage people hang around. I have a team. And what tends to happen is my team is small. Everybody has something that they specifically do. They serve a purpose. And when I have a show, especially one home, I invite my team there because these are the people that work behind the scenes to support me and to get me where I am. So sometimes it's mistaken. Oh, she has an entourage. No, everybody there is working or they do something to help me be Beth at this point in time. Yeah. And I think teams, people want to have them because it looks like you're doing something. It makes you look important. There was a time I had nobody and I did everything by myself. And then my husband started helping. And then I had a friend that started helping. And then I eventually got a manager. And then I eventually got a music director. And then I got an assistant. And then I got security. And then I got a PR. Like all of these people started to come into my life. And it goes with the saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So these people were there to teach and impart in me some things to help me be a better artist, to help me be greater. And I appreciate them. So I think as artists, we need to be careful that you don't have a lot of dead weight hanging around you, because that pulls and saps your energy, especially when you have a show. You need to have the people that are around you, your team, that they're working with you and for you to be great. They give positive energy and they're there for your success, not to just hang out to say they're friends with you. And sometimes you may have a friend or two, but a team rather than an entourage. Correct.
And even I just want to throw this out there for all of you who are, no matter what you're doing, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, in my speaking business, my team, the reason I know they're a team and they're there because 99% have been there since day one, 10 years, every single one of them. Entourage people, what happened to Pookie? Oh, Ray replaced him. And that's another thing. Entourage usually get nicknames because most of them don't want their real name out there because they the popo. I'm just saying. Something, they run from something usually. So that's that. I want to ask you this.
Oh, you tickling me this morning. I said you tickling me this morning.
That's that ADHD, y'all. So
I love
but hey, it got me syndicated. So I ain't changing nothing. Right. I want to ask you about rituals, because grounding and things we do, and oftentimes, especially when we see those docuseries, when artists are on tour, and things like that, and they always have the little circle right before everybody hold hands by here. Even Madonna, and my husband is a Madonna fan, but not say nothing against Madonna. If you do, you don't let him be around unless it's something good. So anyway, and we were watching. I remember one time we were watching the Blind Ambition thing because we're friends with Nikki Hare, who was one of those dancers. We were watching at her house, right? And I was like, Nikki, how are y'all gonna pray? And then 2 minutes later, y'all out there with pine cones or whatever it was, right? So let's talk about the rituals, the things that you do, because you have this connection with your higher power. You know that you have been placed in front of the world. This is what I say. Tell me how you feel about this. I tell people all this, all that stuff y'all be saying when people stargaze. Do you feel we know that there's a reason that they're there. They walk in as stargazers because of what they think they want. But it is our job, no matter what it is that brings them there, to do what we can so that they one day realize they are not stargazers. They can be and should be trailblazers. So we give them what they need. Talk about that, because that's the core of the responsibility. And you're never off the clock. Never. So I'd like you to address that if you could, because people don't understand that, or they need to. So what do you say?
Well, starting off with you asked about rituals. I really don't have any per se rituals. Not unless I would say I try to stay as hydrated as I possibly can.
Okay.
For the singing purpose. And I try to just be positive in everything that I do, because I think that when I get on stage and I start singing to people, especially people who've never seen me before, that's one impression, and my job is to give them good energy and good vibes. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not living good energy and good vibes, I have nothing to give. And I have to understand, and I learned this a while ago, and I also repeat this to myself periodically. My gifting is a gift that I'm giving to others. It's not for me to keep for myself. So you have to understand that every time I open my mouth, I sing to an audience, or I greet people as the artist, I'm giving them something, So I think, if anything, a ritual is trying to practice being positive, stay hydrated, so I can continue to give the gift and just be a positive influence and give positive energy. People feel your vibe. Yes, it's just like on Sunday morning and the praise team gets up there, and if they dry and they're not giving you, something to start the service and start the momentum and the energy of the service, you can tell when the praise team is off, because they're giving bad energy. You could look at that one up there to look like they didn't go to sleep last night. Right. And they're not there to give the gift and to impart that, or, so it's the same as if you're hitting the R&B stage. I got to give that energy as well. I've got to give that positivity and give that love. It's the same thing.
It is. Now you got me giving, because we all know her. We all know her when so-and-so be up there with the praise team and somebody go, ain't that the same dress she had on last night at the club when she entered that back that thing up contest? Right. She at least could, but she changed her shoes. Right. That kind of thing. Okay. Speaking of churches and things, what about this? Do you go places or not go because the minute they spot you out in the audience, they're going to ask you to come up and sing?
No, I do not avoid places, and I don't have a problem telling them no.
Oh. But does it happen?
It has happened. It has happened. And after, I sometimes kindly pull them aside and say, hey, let's talk about this ahead of time. Because see, first of all, so that tends to let me clarify something. That tends to happen more when you're in church. And I'm not a gospel singer. So that doesn't really affect me. I've had people do that before, and I try to tell them I'm not even prepared. I haven't warmed up. There's nothing like but that
doesn't ritual warming up.
Yeah. But that doesn't really happen. I don't really get put on the spot. And a lot of times I just tell them if I'm not prepared, or if I'm out, somebody wants me to get up and sing, and I've had a couple lemon drops. Oh, the answer is no. I'm not embarrassing myself.
Lemon drop the drink?
I'm not prepared.
Oh, I love lemon. I just had my first one a couple weeks ago.
Right, they're lovely.
I was licking it. Right.
Yeah, they're so
good. With that sugar on the top.
Absolutely, with made with Tito's and extra sweet. So, but the thing is you have to make sure as best as you can as an artist that you portray yourself in the best light as possible. Amen. And sometimes pressure is put on us as artists to perform, and we're not ready. So sometimes you just have to say no, because that performance or that thing that you do or say could make you look bad, and you may not be able to erase that.
Got that right. Hey, what's your definition? What's the difference? Because I'm like this, when people, and see, I told y'all, I used to do this years ago, and they'd be like, ooh, I heard you got a podcast. No, I do not. I have a live stream TV show, because it's our job to educate people about what it is we do. So let's talk about that. Is there a difference between a singer and an artist?
Yes, very much so.
I know that's right. Okay.
So a singer is not necessarily an artist, but an artist is a singer.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
And what I mean by that is you can be a great singer. And this is and are you meaning recording artist or just an artist? Because
just what people say, I just say artist because I know what it means to me. It's a texture. It's a layer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I don't want to lead you.
I'm looking at an artist as a person who has recorded a body of work. That's just my vision, in my opinion, because you've taken it to the next level to solidify your gift so that people can go back and listen to it at any time. But there are some incredible singers that they just sing. They sing great. They sing well. They're extremely skilled, sometimes better than the records that we hear. But they just go to different places and they sing. An artist to me is a person who's taking it to the next level. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and that's true. Because I saw a girl on the auditions for American Idol the other week, and I as soon as she started, just her look, you could tell. There's a sense of something different here going on. What the world? Right. And speaking of, I have a person that I'd like to show you guys that I know for a fact is an artist, and let you go. That's so lame. Everybody knows who I'm with. They already know. Like I ain't trying to get beat up by them boys in Detroit. How you gonna pull up so and so when our girl Beth was on the show? No, don't come past Dearborn again and see what happens to you. That's what I said. So listen, you guys. Here's a little peek into Beth Let Me Be video. Stay put. We're gonna watch a little bit and come back in and ask her some questions about this piece. This is the one. She lucky I know Jesus and don't sue people for stealing my only dance I can do.
What?
be a dream come true. So anytime you need that, I'll do it just for you. Baby, it's all about you. So boy, won't you come with me? Come on and let's get away. Let's get away for the day. And don't you hesitate to say what you wanna do. Baby, won't you let me be? I wanna, baby, if you let me, baby, won't you let me? I wanna be everything you'll ever need. If you let me be, let me be, oh, let me be your everything. Let me be everything you ever need. Yeah, if you let me be, baby, if you let me be the one to love you. Let me be the one to hold you. Let me be my baby.
I was supposed to only play a minute 30 of that. I couldn't stop it. I was like, cause see, I back in the day, don't cut my stuff off early and don't talk. Don't you? My family, they let us hear it, and I put it on. They talking. I'd be in the corner like, if y'all don't shut up, right? Okay, right. Look, but we did it. I want to show you something. We manifested it, not just me. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. We're currently at 1,389 folks. We're listening. There's a picture. Look at that. And we done went up. See, they putting it out there. Beth, oh my goodness.
Thank you.
It was my move. That's the only thing. You know, they call me Uncle Carlton.
Okay.
And I don't know. You know why they wrong? They wrong, though, because freestyling is your own thing. They're my angel number, 1444 up in the corner. I do the Carlton dance, but they're mad because you know that when they all line up 1 foot, but I'm not allowed out there. I'm not allowed. So anyway, but thank you for showing them. Okay. So talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
How long does it take? I know it's different from artist to artist, the situation, but what about the full body of the work that we find on an album? Sometimes that's years. I hear for people. Are you in the midst of what's going on now? Are you creating a new project? Are you promoting the current project? Some of both?
Yeah, it's some of both. So we are still promoting the most recent album, and the single that was on that. So Ooh was on that, Let Me Be was on that. And then we're kind of starting to talk about what we want to do for album number 3, the direction we want to go in. What are we feeling? What are we thinking? So yes, a combination of both. Yeah.
It's a combination of both. Hey, do you have a Christmas song yet?
I do. I have
You do.
two.
I knew it.
Yeah, I have
I
2.
didn't, but I had a feeling.
Think I have 2. I have 2 or 3.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah,
Well,
I have 3. I have 3. I was like, I know it's another one. Yeah, I have 3. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
I want him on my right.
Yeah, Ron. I know Ron is watching. That's my publicist, and he's amazing. He will get you all 3 Christmas songs. So there's Christmas Lullaby, there's Celebrate, and there's All I Want Is You for Christmas. And All I Want Is You, and then in parentheses is for Christmas. And that one I love because that was in a movie called Merry Wishmas that David and Tamla Mann were in. So that's in an actual movie.
I love them.
Yeah, so they have a Christmas movie called Merry Wishmas, and that is my All I Want Is You is in that movie. So that was really exciting for me to have a song in a movie placement. So yeah, there's 3 songs, and that's more like a ballroom kind of bop, and the Celebrate is more upbeat, and then Christmas Lullaby is more biblical based, and it's a ballad. So yeah.
Ups and downs. David and now talk about an artist. That girl.
Oh yeah.
Make you take off your shoe and throw it. Sure will. Wow, you've done a lot. What about acting? For some reason, I have seen you. It's my own download, so it's coming. Doing a play some type of stage work. Are you ever gonna do? Are you open to doing things like Broadway shows or?
Oh, absolutely, I am. Yes,
I can see.
I love acting. I do it when I can, when the opportunities arise, or if there's something that I think fits me. And I did it more before I started putting my albums out. So that's something I really want to get back into. I co-host television, so there's some things that I really like to do that I don't get to do all the time because of my travel schedule. And just
Yeah.
this past week in Detroit, I co-hosted Live in the D. So this is my second time doing that. I did it year before last as well. So I come in for a week and do TV, and I love that.
Okay, I want to give something away right now to a lucky viewer who can guess. Y'all get ready to type something in the comment section. Before we leave today, I'd like you all to guess how many pairs of shoes you believe Beth has, because I can tell by looking at her, she collects them. I can tell. Don't play. I already knew. All right, she got a lot of shoes. So, dude, she got a lot of shoes. Right.
It's not just the shoes. That's the thing. It's not just the shoes.
What you talking about?
It's everything. I got a lot of stuff.
You're like, in this house, my stuff might as well be in the bathtub. That's what I'm gonna use for a closet next, is the bathtub. Because I done been pushed out of every closet in this house.
That's one thing about entertainment that I love, is the aesthetic of it, the dressing and everything. So that's always fun for me. A good shoe, a good bag, a good ensemble. I'm here for it all the time.
So you do have quite a few pairs of shoes.
And I'm a Leo too, so
When's your birthday? Mine's July 4th. You're right next to me. I'm Cancer.
The 9th, August the 9th.
August the 9th, almost a month ahead of me. Yeah. All right, so you guys put it in. Rose. Look what Rose said. Rose, quit playing. 300? Is that even possible? Robert Brooker says 77. Everybody using angel numbers. 55. I already know. I'm going to guess 115.
And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have no idea.
Oh, that let me off the hook. Don't nobody get nothing.
I don't
know.
If
you were to guess.
If I'm then, and that's what I'm trying to guess. So I think, so if I had, I'd say more like, and this is probably on the low end, maybe 150. I
was closest. I win.
Yeah, maybe. No, I mean, because I'm trying to just, maybe 150. I did used to have way more shoes than that. But it's, I stopped buying so many shoes and started concentrating on buying better quality shoes as opposed to a bunch of cute, cheap shoes.
Okay.
And so now I have less shoes because I try to buy, some good leather, Italian leather soles, I had like better quality to last better. And so that's why my number is less. I love a good boot, so it's and I actually, maybe 100, I would say, 100, between 150 and 200, probably shoes and gym shoes and boots and sneakers and stuff like that. Maybe.
Yeah. I like them too, so I can't do it. I don't have that many, but because I probably use storage to go. Where are you going to get my shoes that I need today from the storage unit? Because I ain't got no room in this house.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm really in a season of wearing what I have right now. I don't want to buy another thing. I mean, the clothes is just. I don't.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Beth, what you got coming up that people can support you? I know you got the Genuine thing coming up. You got a bunch of stuff coming up. What do you want people to know?
I do. So the best thing that I can tell you right now, because there's some dates coming in and we're just working to solidify what those dates are and confirm them. But I would say, check with my website, check with me on my social media. I always post a flyer, of where I'm going to be upcoming. And there's going to be some shows that I have for me. There's going to be some shows that I'm going to be doing with Genuine. I'll be opening his show. And then there's some shows that are upcoming that I'll be doing background for Kim. So all of those things. And once I figure them out and get them online, then I will definitely post them. So keep up with me on social media because I always post it.
There you go. There you go. Everybody, scrolling along the bottom of your screen right now is the website. Beth Always Sings. And her aunties wanted it to be Beth Always Sangs, but it was taken. That domain was taken. But she does always sang. And there's a difference. That's like artist and singer. Sanger. Okay, you are a singer. And so we want to support you in all things. I'm just so grateful to you. I really am.
Thank you for having me. I had fun with you this morning. Yeah.
Thank you. I had more fun with you. And I'm going to tell you the thing that I want to leave you with, Beth. Your spirit. Your spirit is undeniable. It is.
Thank you.
And your blessings are just beginning. They are just beginning. You have a lot in store, and there's a lot in store within you for us, and I can't wait. So thank you for that.
I received that all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And Ron, thank you, because you got a good one there. I'm gonna tell you.
He's great. He's not good. He's great. I'm so blessed with the people that I work with. I have truly been blessed. Amazing. My manager's amazing. You know, PR, Ron is amazing. Everything. The people that are surrounding me, they are absolutely gems. And I'm so grateful and blessed. Because I tell people I'm the sum of many parts. And I have amazing people surrounding me, covering me, and protecting me, you know, and I'm so grateful.
Amen. Amen. Now, the reason I brought Ron in and did that, and you seconded that emotion, is because as we leave, I want to remind you all, be aware of who you allow to sit in the front row seats of your life. 2 or more is all it takes. But if you counting one yourself and the other one across, you count as one, and they're really only a half because they're not who they say, you know, things aren't going to work like they should. Find your blessings, hold on to them. And remember this, every day, just find one E and one R. You're already great. You're already smart. You're already kind. You push that E and R next to it. You're greater, kinder. You are better. Do that. Wake up tomorrow morning. The E and the R will have swapped out. Now you're refreshed. You're revived. You're replenished. You are resplendent. Now get out of here. Have the best day ever. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And don't you dare let my slam. Oh, Lord. Was that a senior moment? I get scared when that happens. No, because I do remember what I was supposed to say. Don't let my screen door slam. Woo! Don't laugh, because Beth, you have junior moments. You just don't know it yet. They're gonna shift on your butt.
I'm a junior senior.
I don't want to. You look great. I don't care what age you are, and your smile.
Thank you.
The best. Y'all get out of here and go out and change the world today. Just be yourself and change the world. I promise to meet you Monday morning right over there on the front porch, where together we can have another illuminated conversation just like we did today with Beth. Now have the best weekend ever. And remember, I tell y'all every single day, 5 days a week, Dr. Lauren loves you, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Now take that, except for you guys in Flint. You can do something about it. Leave me alone. Okay. Bye, Beth. Bye. We love you.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me.
Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Beside